So welcome to this electronic devices circuits lab. So today I am going to demonstrate you how to obtain the VI characteristics of your diode using the Multisim software. So in this case, if we go to the laboratory again, we need to have a certain diodes, and that we need to fabricate one circuit on the breadboard in a proper connection. Okay, we have to make a circuit, and then we have to apply a certain voltages, and then we have to get a certain VI characteristics of the diodes. So how to perform the same thing on the multisim, that we have to look at. So in the last class, I have already explained you about this software. Okay. So now we try to make a circuit that will be giving you the forward biased characteristics of your diode. Okay. So let us say how to construct, just let us see how to construct the circuit. So first we need to place a diode in this model. So we'll go to the this component tab, and there we can select the diode. So let us say we are selecting the diode. So when you click it, this particular library will open, and in this library you can find that diode is already selected in the master database. And then you can see one of the diode. Okay, this diode is already selected over here. Okay, diode, and one of the diode whose number is 1N4001 is automatically selected. If it is not selected, you just select this diode. Okay, in case of the laboratory, you will find this series mostly in the laboratories, like 1N4001, 4002, 4004, like that. Okay, so you select this diode, and then you click on OK. So you will be placing your diode in the model. Now in this obtaining the VI characteristics of the diode, we need resistance. Okay, so we will select the basics. We'll go to the basics, and then we'll select the register. Okay, so now 1K register is automatically selected. So this resistance is sufficient to obtain our VI characteristics. So just click on OK. So you can place the register in the model. Now we need to apply a certain voltage. Okay, so to apply the certain voltage, you please go to the sources. Okay, so basics are there. Basic was selected last time. So now we can go to the sources, and you can select the DC power. Fine. So you can select the DC power, and then you can place this DC power into your model. So we can select this DC power. And as I explained you last time, that we every time we need to connect one ground. Okay, without ground your circuit will not be completed. So you just select the ground, and then you place this ground into your model. So now you can close this library. Okay, we can close this library. Now we have to make the interconnection of this particular components that we have placed in our model, and then we have to start doing the experiment. So first of all, what we need to do is, in the VI characteristics, we have to find out what is the voltage drop across the diode and what is the current through the diode. And then we have to plot the curve in between them. That will be our VI characteristics of the diode. So basically, first of all, we need to measure the current, and we need to measure the voltages. Okay. So first, I will just try to I will try to rotate this diode. Okay. So I explained you last time how it can be rotated. You just just press the right click, and then you can go to this particular option. Okay, 90-degree clockwise rotation. So you can also press the controller on the keyboard. You can rotate this particular component. So this way you can rotate this component. Now, because we want to measure the current through the diode and voltage across the diode, okay, we need to place the multimeter. So I will go to this right side panel. Okay, I told you that this right side panel is containing lots of instruments. So just you go to the first instrument, it is your multimeter. So you just click on it, and then place the multimeter in your model. Okay, because we need two multimeter. Okay, so you just place two multimeters, because one multimeter will measure the current and another multimeter will measure the voltage. So now you know that the multimeter should be connected in the series. Okay, it should be connected in the series in the circuit if we want to measure the current. So it should be connected in the series. So I have connected, I'm trying to connect this into series in this particular circuit. Okay, it is connected in the series. Now we have to connect this multimeter which will be measuring the voltage across the diode, should be connected in the parallel. So first of all, we can complete this circuit in this way. Okay, I can complete this circuit in this way. Okay, you can connect this ground also. So we can connect the ground. Okay, and then I can connect this voltmeter across this resistance. Now we have to think of both are the multimeters, how we know that it is measuring the current and how it is measuring the voltage. Okay, so just double click it. Okay, you will find that it is by default it is voltage is selected. So right now it is measuring the voltage. So what you do, you just select the ampere. Okay, now it will become the your multimeter which will be measuring your current. So it will become like a meter. Okay, so it will be measuring your current, and we have to select the which quantity we want to measure, whether AC current we want to measure or DC current. So it is already selected as the DC quantity. Okay, if you want to measure the current like AC current, you can select the AC. So here we want to connect measure the DC quantities, that's why it should be selected as a DC. Okay, so now it is selected as ampere, your ammeter. Now you can again double click this one, you will find that it is already measuring voltage and it is DC quantity is selected. So now our circuit is complete. Okay, now our circuit is complete. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to apply a certain input voltage. Now onwards, I will be calling this voltage as a input voltage. Okay, this will be giving you input voltage, and this is giving you current through the diode or through the circuit, whatever the current through the diode, it will be the same current flowing through this resistance. Okay, and then this I will be calling as VD, the voltage drop across the diode. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to apply a certain input voltages. So because we are trying to get the VI characteristics in the forward bias diode. So what we mean to say the forward bias? So you can see this diode. So diode is having two terminals. Okay, one terminal is here and another terminal is here. Okay, so diode is having a two terminal devices. Okay, so it is a two terminal device. So one terminal is your anode and another terminal is called as cathode. So you can see the terminal which is near to this bar. Okay, this is one of the bar. So this bar is indicative that this particular terminal is your cathode and this terminal is your anode. Okay, so when we are talking about the diode is in the forward bias, it means that this anode should be at higher potential than the cathode. This we have to make ensure. Okay, we are able to, if we are able to make this particular potential difference, that the anode is at higher potential than the cathode, then this diode will become forward. Okay, so that we have to take care. So now what we can do is we can select this voltage. Okay, so first we will start the voltage from the 0 volt. So it was by default it is showing 12 volt. So I can make it 0 volt. Okay, and then I can press it OK, and then you can execute this particular model. So once you execute this model, you can see we have not applied anything. 0 volt means we have not applied anything. So current is 0 ampere and your voltage is 0 ampere. So now what we can do is we can form a table. Okay, so we have to form a table. So I am using Excel sheet. Okay, so you can note down in the papers. Okay, and then you can plot a graph. Okay, between VD and the ID. So I am using this Excel sheet. So in this Excel sheet, you can see how much voltage we have applied. Okay, so we have applied the 0 volt, and then ID current was 0, and the voltage drop across the diode is also 0. Now again, you can move on to the next. We have to stop this, and then we have to choose the step size initially very small. So I will be applying 0.1 volt. So you just apply the 0.1 volt, then press it OK, then again execute it. So what you will find is you are getting a certain current 182.702 nanoamperes. Okay, so this is the value. Fine. And then you can find what is the voltage here is. The voltage is 99.808 millivolt. So I will be writing the current in microamperes. Fine. So when it is showing a very small current, nanoamperes, it will be converted into microampere. So this microampere, how much it will be? Like 0.182. We can write this as 0.182 microampere or 0.183 microamperes. Okay. So you can write this values here. Okay. I have applied 0.1 volt, and then you can write the current like 0.183. Okay, so this is your 0.183 microamperes. Okay, and your voltage was, you can see the voltage was 99.808 millivolts. So I can write this voltage in the form of volt, so it will be 0.0998. So you can write here as point 0.998. Fine. So 0.0998. So this way you can write. Now when we get this, again we have to stop this, okay, and you have to keep changing your input voltage. So if you change the input voltage, okay, let us say you make 0.2, so again another value you can get, okay. So now this voltage, this current through this diode becoming 1.444 microampere. So you can write in this Excel sheet, okay. So we have applied 0.2 volt, 0.2 volt, and then what we can do is we can write the current value. So current value was 1.444 microampere. So you can write 1.444 microampere, and then you can do you can measure the voltage. So voltage was 0.198 volts, 0.198 volts, okay. So you can write there 0.198 volts. Fine. Now we have to take another reading, okay. So what we can do, we can stop it again, we can take another value 0.3, and then you just press OK, and then you can measure this value. Fine. So this way we can keep measuring the value, okay, and then you can note down this all the readings, okay, and then we have to keep on noting down this value into the Excel sheet, okay. So you will be how to vary this voltage. Initially we have to vary the voltage like 0.1 step size up to 1 volt, and after going to 1 volt you can vary the voltage like 1.2 volt, 1.4 volt, 1.6 volt, okay, 1.8 volt, then 2 volt, okay, and after 2 volt you can again vary the voltage like 2.5 volt, okay, you can go to the 3 volt, 3.5, then 4 volt, then up to 5 volt. This way we can vary the voltage. Fine, we can vary the voltage, and then you have to note down all the values of your multimeter reading, okay, current through the diode and voltage across the diode, so that we have to measure. So this way all the readings we have to measure, and then we have to note down in this particular table. Fine. So this way we have to do our experiment. We have to first get this particular table, okay. We input ID through the diode and the voltage across the diode. So I have already tabulated this particular result, okay. So you can see this result. I have already seen, I have already completed my entire experiment, okay. So I have taken this input voltages, and then I have taken this particular readings, okay. So up to 5 volt I have applied, and then I have written all the current through the diode and the voltage across the diode, okay. So this way you can do your experiment, and then you can get the plot, okay. So what I can do is, you can just select this value, you can select this value, okay. Just go to the sheet number 2 and just use substitute over here, okay. You can perform your experiment, and then what we can do is, we can select these values, okay, and then you can like it is at the home, so you can go to the insert tab. Within the insert tab you will find the charts. There is a scattered plot, okay. Insert is scattered. So if you click over here, you will get this plot like this or like this, okay. So we have to take this particular plot, okay, this particular plot. So you remember whenever you are plotting, you just select VD first, and then select your ID, okay. So what you just do, you try to change this one other way around, like you just make this particular column over here, okay, this way, and then you can select this data in this way, okay. So if you go to this plot, okay, if you go to this plot, you will get this VI characteristics, okay. This is our VI characteristics. So you can see I have already plotted this one, VI characteristics of the diode. So this type of plot you have to get, okay. So what this characteristics implies you, that you can see that up to a certain voltage, okay, up to a certain voltage across the diode, okay, there is a very small current which is flowing through the diode. Okay, and after a certain voltage, okay, it starts increasing. Okay, and this particular relation is actually given by the exponential law. Okay, so you must be aware that the diode current id is given as id equals to I naught, and in bracket e to the power, uh, it will be forward voltage drop, so vd upon eta vt minus 1. Okay, so that is given by your exponential law. So you can find that up to a certain voltage, okay, the current is very small, and then so that voltage is called as the cut-in voltage. Okay, so up to a cut-in voltage, current through the diode will be very small. Okay, and it will be offering a very large resistance although at this point. But after that, what we can see, the voltage across the diode is not varying much. Okay, this is the voltage across the diode. So it is not varying much, but the current is increasing very sharply. Okay, so current is increasing very sharply. So I hope this must be clear. Okay, this must be clear. So this way we can obtain our forward characteristic of the diode. And a similar way you can also obtain the reverse bias characteristics of the diode. The only thing that you have to do is you can apply the voltage in reverse direction. Okay, so you can now make the voltage negative, or you can just change the polarity and then you try to apply the voltage like 0.1, 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt. Okay, that means minus 1 volt, minus 2, minus 3 volt, minus 5 volt. Okay, and then you can keep measuring this values and you can note down, and again you can plot the vi characteristics. So I hope you must be able to perform this experiment. So try to do this. Thank you for watching.